Hey folks, today I'm coming at you with another spreadsheet tool, this time on prophecy events. So there was a lot to this that I didn't actually expect going into it, and to quickly explain what the events are, there is a number to the left of the event itself, which represents how many kills that you need. There is a event, which is what you need to do. There is a condition, and sometimes a condition modifier. Here you can see 300 corruption. What was actually interesting is these numbers, like the number of kills or the modifier to the corruption, are not just randomly assigned based on the event. They're all part of the event itself, and there is a preset number of events that are available to be rolled. So this is the complete list of all events. So just as an example, here at the top you can see kill Alfred Wolfmaw. There are two of them, one in Arena T3 and one in Arena T4. So these are the only two events. They have an equal weighting, and you will never see this as a T2 or any tier. So just to give you an idea of what the weighting, your chance to roll it, it's based on how many of a given type of event there are. So like here there's 4 Amber Elementals. You'll see these events, assuming no blockers, twice as often as you'll see the 2 of this event. So that's kind of how the weighting works, is just by having more of the events. I've also included a calculator tool here for some extra information. If you want to get an idea of how the different lenses will affect your chances based on what you actually want, I've added a desired column here. You can check which ones you're interested in. See here, you can see there are 74 total events, and of those, I'm interested in 31. So the chance of me rolling one of the events I actually want is 42%. And here you can see the different chances with the different lens options. Usually the blocker lenses are not valuable, but there are some specific scenarios where they may actually be better than some of the other lenses. So just as an example, for me, I currently just push high corruption. I do Reign of Dragons, so I take the high corruption Reign of Dragons boss, and I take the regular Reign of Dragons, and then I also take any event that can be completed in those monoliths. So here you can see there's some bosses, there's Diamond Matron, Exiled Mage, Siege Golem, the high corruption variants, a couple rare enemies, shades, all that good stuff. Notice I do not use Void Horror because some of the specific enemies do not spawn in certain timelines. So in this case, Void Horrors do not spawn in Reign of Dragons, and note that the beacon spawned monsters, they count as different ones, so you will not get these running Reign of Dragons basically ever. Um, yeah, so that's kind of what my current farm looks like. I also do Temporal Sanctum because I do Slam, and there's quite a few dungeon events that you can just casually get by running Jolra. Yeah, so on that note, I'll just give a quick example of what it looks like if you want something very specific. So here I will uncheck all the boxes. You can see there is no effect because there's nothing you want. If we say you're only interested in Arena, what's interesting is you can see if you run the Monolith blocker, which blocks Monolith and High Corruption, it actually gives you twice the chance to get what you want from the event types. So in this case, this is one scenario where a blocker lens can actually be cost effective. And depending on what you want, you'll see different results here. So say I'm interested in Lightless Arbor and Soulfire. Similar result. If you block Monolith, it doubles your chance of getting what you want. So this also factors into the prophecy rewards themselves. You have to first roll a reward that you want, and you also have to roll a event that you want. So I am working on a tool that will tell you, based on which rewards and events you want, it'll tell you the best lenses for you. So hopefully I'll have that ready soon. Be sure to be subscribed to be the first to see that when it's ready. But for now, hopefully this tool will be useful to help you get an idea of all the different event types and all that. I also wanted to confirm that the weightings were actually equal across all the different events. So I did test with 3 blockers, Monolith, Dungeon, and arena, which only leaves 2 campaign and 6 non-specified event types. So based on that, you should see about 25% chance of getting campaign. I ran a bunch of those prophecies, and I'll play the clip at the end of the video, but that's basically what I ended up with. So no sort of funny business there. Everything seems to make sense. So yeah, hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Be sure to subscribe for more spreadsheet stuff like this. See you in the next one. Cheers.